Greetings, bathandekayo, greetings everyone. Siyabulisa nonke all our viewers, greetings to our honorable people, pastors, and all our friends, colleagues, ageist. Siyabulisa bathandekayo. This is our episode, SICELA UKWAZI. Before I say I do, I am your host, SICELA. I welcome you. Please feel free to engage on the broadcast, react, share the broadcast, share it as much as you can. This is our new version of SICELA UKWAZI. Before I do, this is a brothers talk. Intetho lena esingathi intetho yamadoda, intetho yamadoda, but into edabe siyenze i-brothers talk ukuba sifuna ukuba sibe safe, sibe successful xa sesitshata, sizazi uba kanti indoda ngubani, indoda yintoni, into elindeleke kuyo. Because sike sathi sisabuza kwezinye zeegesti zethu ukuba wenza kanjani ukuze uyazi ipartner yakho, yathi answer, we must self-discover, fanele uba uzazi kuqala. Now ke ngoku phambi koba ke sithi galaka emtshatweni ngase sizazi uba singobani kanti singamadoda, and sivile apha abantu kuthiwa masitshate nabo bathe mabatshiswe amadoda. Sabo ukuba zininzi issues when it comes to males or men towards women. Now sifuna ukufumanisa uba singaba ngabantu abanjani. By the way, thina sikhule kuthiwa amadoda, indoda ngophangela, indoda ngenkomo, but it seems as if izinto zitshintshile ngoku. So we want to be relevant, we want to find the original identity of who we are before singene emtshatweni, so that sizawukwazi ukuyifulfilla irole yoba sibe ngamadoda. I think say understand injongo yeshow. Please ke singalibali ukusharisha i-broadcast. Fortunately, and we are being privileged again in our show, we have a special guest. Mandingamchaza utata, makabe surprise uzazichaza ngokwakhe. Ndicela tata usibulise ubese usipha a brief introduction about yourself.
Thank you so much, my brother. I feel privileged, first of all. Let me say that to be invited in this episode to be one of your guests. And this is a very interesting topic that you are alluding. And it's a need indeed in these days, because really men have lost their identity. This is Booi. Kaya, it's my name, same name, my surname is Booi. I'm born again, I'm a child of God. There's another way, I'm also a presiding pastor at Booi. I'm married, I've got kids. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Tata, for that introduction. Oh, was I really about that?
It wasn't tired.
Yeah, I need to go up. All right. Thank you, Tata, for that. Thank you. We also thank you for your time. We know that you are a busy person, more especially in these times. You are very, very much busy, but thank you for giving us this time. It's a privilege to us.
You're welcome.
Let me start that. Mashlani, equation yokuqala esinayo singaba bafana asikatshati. Phambi koba sitshate sifuna ukuzazi uba singobani. What is a man? Yintoni indoda?
This is a very interesting question. Thank you for the question that you are asking. When you were giving me the questionnaire about this program that we have today, when I see the first question that you're raising what is man? It's a very important question. I can say there are many men. There are many men. But there are no masculine men.
No. Okay.
A man is a person who knows his position, his identity, his responsibility. Because when God created a man, he said, let us create a man, a human being, according to our own image, after our likeness. That's how God created a man. God did not create a man in a masculine in terms of the context of creating a man. God was creating a human being. But when the time goes on, when you go to Genesis 2 verse 18, God said it's not good for a man to be alone. I'll make a suitable helper for him. In Hebrew, the word man, that is in Genesis 2 verse 18, it does not depicts what we call a masculine, but is portraying a human being. I want us to give a clear definition on that, because we need to be clear on that, between a human being and a man in masculine. Now, to the stage now where we are in this current time, if I'm putting it right, a man is a man by knowing his responsibility. A man is a man by knowing his identity. According to God, a man is a man that is carrying the seed. God created a man with a seed, and He also created a woman with a womb. So, a man, everybody is a man, that is a human being. But when it comes to the definition of a man and a woman, a woman is a person who's got a womb. A man is a man that is carrying a seed that will go to the womb. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Dada. A man is a person who has a seed. Wow. Thank you very much, Dada, for that. Thank you very much. Why were we created? And why do we have a species called man? The man with a seed. Why do we exist?
What a beautiful question. Thank you for the question. God said in Genesis 1, verse 28, verse 26, let us, that is in a plural form, let us create a man according to our image. We were created. It's a good question. According to God's purpose, as I said earlier, that God created a man to be productive, to be fruitful. God created a human being, and He gave a human being his identity. He gave a human being his mind. Because if we're a human being, if we are men, then we put like that. If we're men, that is amadoda. Singamadoda. Indoda funeke ibe nengqondo kaThixo, so that indoda ibe creative.
Wow.
Indoda ikwazi ukuthi produce something that is in the heart of God.
Wow.
You see? So, according to God, when God created a human being, He created when God created a man, He created a man according to His own image.
Okay.
That means we must carry the purpose of God. We must carry the purpose of God. The reason why God created a human being is to be like Him, is to do like Him. I think I will deliberate in the next question, if it will come along the way.
All right. That means we were created to be productive.
To be productive.
To have the God's mind.
God's mind.
To carry the God's purpose.
The God's purpose.
Wow. Then, which means you dispute the issue that, as you've said, that there are many men,
yes.
but in many men there are men.
They are men.
So, which means you dispute the issue of just by masculine, you are a man.
I'm not disputing that because the muscular part is very important.
Okay.
When we say, or when I'm saying, I am man by masculine.
Okay.
Why I'm saying that? I'm different from women.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And a woman is feminine.
Okay.
And I'm masculine.
Okay.
I've got my responsibility as a man, and a woman has got her responsibility.
Okay.
So the masculine is carrying a purpose, and the feminine is carrying its purpose.
Okay.
So my purpose as a man, is to lead, if I'm putting it that way.
Oh, wow, okay.
Is to lead because according to the word of God, God created a man in masculine, in order. He take the lead,
Okay.
and to take the lead is not about taking the position.
Oh, wow.
It's having a heart of serving.
Wow.
That is, a man must serve,
Wow.
must do his purpose as a man.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. This is deep. Very much deep. Let me just go to the next question, because I noticed that all your points are very much new from what we've been told in SICELA.
Okay.
Because I told you that
No. In these days, no mama, no father. No. It's not about that.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that. Here's the question that I mentioned, the issue of we are created to lead.
Yes.
Now, maninzi amadoda etrongweni. Maninzi amadoda etywaleni. Mambalwa amadoda ecaweni. Now, abantu abazi-females in general, they are scared of men because men with this macula, they are violent. Now, the question is, what could be the cause of a man to fail this much?
Thank you so much for the question. Let me go back to the Bible. I'm a reader of the Bible. There was a problem with Adam and Eve.
Okay.
The problem with Adam, he moved out from his position. Wasuke endaweni yakhe njengendoda. Wathatha responsibility. Washiyeka emfazini.
Wow.
I can say, to answer the question, because of disconnection between indoda, qhagamshelwa ngumlelwano ongekho phakathi kwendoda nothixo.
Wow.
Purpose iyalahleka. Phela ke ngoku indoda endaweni uba ifane into yoba iyaprotecta the family. Protected the female, protected umfazi wayo. It becomes the one or by Basilwanya. Remember, When God created Eve, but what comes over Eve? What this is the bone of my bones, the flesh of my flesh. So, something that was taken out of him. So, but now, when you go to Genesis 3, you see that Adam moved from his position. What is connected to commandment of the voice from Eve. Then, wafika kwa dispute izinto ezinikeziwe irresponsibilities of Adam, because there were things that were not said to Eve as a state of Adam. That was a disconnection. Once we call that a disconnection, that means there is no communication.
Wow.
A lack of communication between Adam no Eve. Yes, we call a mess. There is a mess. A mess is because of God. They are not connected with God.
Wow.
So they become animals instead of carrying the godliness character. So that is why the message of human church. It's not to the abusive, rather than to be protected, to their wives. Thank you.
Wow, thank you very much for that. Once there is no connection, there is no connection.
There is no communication.
Wow.
Because it starts from communication.
Wow.
Communication creates a connection.
Okay.
Once you have a connection,
wow.
Man needs to be connected with God. So that we carry the purpose of God. The purpose of God.
Wow, I hope our viewers, you are listening, and we also encourage you females to listen so that you may assist us as a man. Anyway, though we are going to have a show specific for it will be called Girls Talk. So as the new Vanilla partner in the show, please share the broadcast, continue to share the broadcast. Siyabulela Tata for that. Into essence as if we are disconnected to our source.
Yes.
Alright. Now, into that related to does that mean that's better? You are no.
Because close better, better.
So that's why the more the dirty female, the more it become right.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Wow. Hey, this is profound. This is profound. All right, here's the other question. Now, how can we, as a man, deal with the issues of emotional imbalance, like anger or from being ill-raised? Because most of us sikhula otata bethu bebetho mama bethu phambi kwethu. Sikhula otata bethu singazange sengambethi ke ngoku. Se-right utata ehoye izinto but zange samva esithi kumama ndiyakuthanda. Zange sababona bedansa like. Now xa sibona i-TV nezi-females into esizifunayo sibona uba it's like funeka senze into esingakhange siyibone in a modeled by our fathers. Sikhulu tata bethu bekhona kodwa bekho. Laa nto ithi abana responsibility to us. So how do we close that gap? More especially now, funeke sitshadile, then sidile nee-females phofu esikhule singena picture yoba kudilwa njani nazo.
What a question. Thank you so much for the question. You see, my brother, there's something that I want to say, which is very important. There's what we call mentoring.
Okay.
Or mentorship. Mentorship is very important. The lack of mentorship is the because of what we see today. Because a man in order is supposed to be a mentor. In order, once in order, must take a responsibility to mentor that child. And then it goes back to the question that we have asked, the previous question, the issue of connection. Because you cannot give somebody something that you don't have. It's my principle. I got it one of my mentors, Dr. John Maxwell. He used to say, you cannot give people what you don't have. You need to have something in order to give something that you have. The emotional imbalance is a problem of emotional intelligence. Because emotional intelligence is very important to build with. When you come to churches now, young men and they don't have mentors. It's a problem that we have experienced even ourselves. But once we come in a creative environment of mentoring, whereby the church will be mentoring young people, empowering young people about men. That is why I'm patient. I'm so passionate about the issue of nurturing young boys, so that they must know their identity. So that emotional imbalance, it's a problem. And church or pastors, amadoda, as we must take a responsibility to bring stability to the young people, so that that philosophy or that theory sikwazi ukuthi eradicate ezingqondweni zabafana, so that bakhule benengqondo esoluphayo, benengqondo emature, bakwazi ukuraise their own families. It's a problem. But churches, pastors, every man onayo the revelation, onayo the idea that we have. Now it's high time to stand up and teach young people how to become a man. Thank you.
Thank you very much. That mentorship is the answer of all this message.
Yes.
All right. That meaning noba kwenzekile your biological.
Yes. Just to pick something, you know. Let me come to my own experience. Okay. You know.
Okay.
I grew up without a father figure in my life. Okay. Though my father was available, but he didn't play any important role in my life. But when I got saved and made a decision, I identified the problems of my father and also the strong points that he has. I said, no matter what, I don't want to see my children growing up the way that they grew. I created my own, environment, you know, whereby I will develop myself. I've been mentored by different people. What I am today, it's me who look for the mentors. I've been mentored by different kind of people. I can mention the likes of Pastor Mapina, Pastor Masiza, you know, those people that have followed. Many people, Pastor Mkiki, you know, the late Pastor Dobe, Pastor Mahombo, our indirect Pastor Mahombo, Bishop Ngoduga, you know. I followed those people, watching their steps, you know, so that I can develop myself to become a man. And also, what I can say to the young people, because there is a problem with the young people, let us not run away from that. Because there's the young people, they don't want to be mentored. You see? When they come to church, they come to the pulpit. They want to take the pulpit, forgetting that there is a discipleship that needs to be taken place, that needs to be done. done. You know, it's a problem that we have currently. Mentorship is very, very important to answer all the questions that you are, to answer, let's say, the questions that are posed to me currently. Mentorship is very important.
Wow. All right, let's try to wrap it up. Wow, it's too much. I think our time it's a challenge. It's very
Just continue.
all right. Then so we must seek for mentorship.
You must seek for mentorship.
Intentionally.
Exactly.
All right, that's the medicine we all need.
Let me say, there's a book that I'm busy studying now. It's about intentional growth.
Okay.
To any human being, growth, it must be intentional. If you want to grow,
It's not automatic.
it's not automatic. It must be intentional. If you want to grow, take a route that will take you to growth.
Wow.
If you are sitting down expecting that somebody will come and give you something, rather than to go out and search for something or search for someone who will help you to develop yourself.
Okay.
Young people are so lazy today. It's because they do not find a man that is complete.
Oh, they are incomplete. There are many incomplete men.
Incomplete men. Okay. One of the writers, let me say this, one of the writers is my favorite author, Dr. Manhood.
Okay.
He is talking about men.
Okay.
He wrote a book, I think the book is Single, Married, Divorce, Life, and Separated, and Life after Divorce. Then he includes the widows and all that stuff. He says, Dr. Mono, in that book, it's not good for a man to be alone, but it's okay to be single. He quoted something which is very important, but it's okay to be single. Why? In my interpretation, the way is outlining the context of singleness. He said, in order for you to get married, finish your singleness, complete your singleness, make sure that ubusingle bakho ubuqinile, because uba uqabanga uzothi sowungaphakathi.
Wow.
So single ufuna uyobena ingqondo single.
Wow.
You must not have a mind of a single man while you are married.
Wow.
Finish your single. It's something that we need to deal with young people, because you cannot say, hey, no. Deal with them, separate, deal with them, you know, so that when you get married, what can identity is a legal up to live and one car. Go back when child will send a problem. Was of food or figure by one chickens and one and an gate papa get also chatted. So it's a problem. If in mentorship, young people must be mentored. If a young person, look for a mentor. Look for someone who will coach you. Who look for someone who will guide you, so that when you reach that stage, so charter, you figure in the empire, because a stage so charter, we never complete.
Wow, thank you very much, Dad. Thank you very much. I'm just marveled. I don't have any question. The marvel why there are incomplete men. Then you derive into 80. The other dangerous thing is to get into marriage while you haven't completed your singleness.
Exactly.
Wow. Wow. Thank you very much, Dad. Can you give us that your closing remarks, just whatever you want to say to us as a men who are not married?
Young people, what I can advise to you is to say, know yourself, know your identity. Thirdly, you must know where you're going.
Okay.
If you don't have a vision, if you don't have an agenda, someone will come and give you his or her agenda. If you are going to Joburg, you know that you will take a plane or you will drive. There's a route to Joburg. You cannot cut the corners. Young people must not cut the corners. You see, this program that we're doing is a very important program. There's something the bigger you trained at a cool, I think 5 years back, more especially in our church. They said that I'm about phone missionary approach. I said about phone missionary.
Yes.
The missionary approach is good.
Okay.
Let me say that. Because if there is no missionary approach, there are victims of, there are a lot of victims. Yes, we have become victims of non-missionary approach. Because ni proposal, it is the way, so if you don't marry me, I will report you. That is not a marriage. That is not a marriage. Because it might soon get of now when I'm chatting and go home. Because when I'm chatting and get no fresh. The phone go to the young people. I've got a special topic that I'm doing here. Be wise as a snake, as a serpent, and harmless as a dove. We need to be wise. A snake is an independent animal. The moment in yoga it decided about mating period, it's time for me to die. So that I can come back here. I'm talking about female. The moment if serpent is we mating period. To me it's time to die. So that we come back here. Because in yoga, then you're
Wow. Okay.
Independent. And everybody why they are independent. And serpent, they protect their territory. There is no invader that will come with territory serpent. A serpent can take a portion of protecting its territory. You need to protect your territory. Be independent. Don't play careless. Did you call about because abaya people skati. They followed young people. Kukhona amadoda abahleli nabafazi babantu. Kukhona amantombazana abafazi abahleli namadoda babantu. Ngokuba wazi ba lo mtshado ngene I speak not the peoples of God. Marriage is something which is interesting. It's a called one of my mentors, so Dr. Katindi said marriage is something interesting. Those who are outside, they want to to jump in. Those who are inside are going to jump out. I want to say to you, never allow a situation, young people, whereby you want to jump out in marriage. Allow a situation whereby you will say, this is my place, I'm going nowhere. So, young people, you must remain steady, faithful, loyal to the Lord. Trust the Lord. Maintain holiness. You know, girls, not every man you see is your husband.
Wow.
A husband is someone that will have a connection. Young men, not every girl you see is your wife. A wife is a girl when you see, you'll have a connection. That connection, it must not die. It must remain forever. Thank you so much. May the Lord bless you. Thank you.
Wow, Dada, thank you very much for the show, guys. Thank you very much for viewing the show. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our page, Circle for Soul Ministries. Bye.
Bye.